Hey Film Hustlers, it's Mark Roberts here. Just wanted to thank you all for listening for the past 5 years. We've had a lot of fun talking about film, television, content creation. We've had great guests on, people that have told us their stories from humble beginnings to great successes. We're going to keep doing it, and we want to thank our sponsor and partner, extrememusic.com, for having the best music library in the business. Really, if you need music for your projects, check them out, extrememusic.com. They are the best. Today we have a very special 4th of July show featuring Scott Hoying and Mark Hoying. These guys are authors, they are songwriters, they manage bands. They're incredible. They're a power couple. We're going to hear all about it. Scott Hoying is the founding member of PENTATONIX, who I had the pleasure of making a movie with last year called Meet Me Next Christmas for Netflix. It was a worldwide success. It was a wonderful experience. PENTATONIX won 3 Grammys. They've sold out Madison Square Garden, among other venues all over the world. They're the most successful a cappella group of all time, and we're going to hear all about it today, so stay tuned. All right, here we go. Ready?
Check one, check.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Film Hustlers. We're finishing up our 5th season, going on to our 6th. Talk a lot about independent film, which is sort of a weird term these days, independent film. I've got my wife, Ann Lewis Roberts, on the show with me.
Hello.
And we are also welcoming Mark and Scott Hoying.
Hello.
Dude, this is a long time coming. I can't even believe that I recorded a whole podcast again.
No, so much has happened since then, and this is going to be even better.
This is going to be even better.
Oh my gosh, of course our dog goes crazy right
It's
now.
okay. That's
Mozart would like to be a podcast guest.
Mozart is a podcast guest. But you guys have done so much. First of all, I just want to say congratulations on Meet Me Next Christmas.
Thank you.
Which
Congratulations to you.
was a worldwide hit. With number one in over 80 countries.
Oh my God. That was a dream to be a part of. That was the coolest thing we've ever done.
I feel like people talk about it all the time.
I've been recognized for it a lot, I feel like, which is so cool. It makes me feel like an actor. Someone will be like, "Are you an actor?" And I'm like, "Yes."
That was a lot of fun. I was in a car driving to the set for a movie in Buffalo, and they decided to play a game where we were in traffic, and they were like, what is the dream? What's your dream job? And it got to me, and I said I did mine. I said I did Meet Me Next Christmas, which which was the pinnacle of my career. Music, which is one of the keys to my life.
Oh my God.
And comedy and romance, and then officially Christmas.
And with PENTATONIX, who you hopped
and
for
with PENTATONIX.
3 years.
Well, you've done a lot of iconic stuff. That really does mean the world. Thank you.
That was a really, really great experience, and really, like, I feel like if my career's finished there, I'd be like pretty satisfied.
Oh my God. I
did some good. I did something that I was really proud of.
We have more to do. Yeah.
Let's talk about Mark and Scott Hoying.
Oh my gosh, we're honored to be here.
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having us.
First of all, everyone who listens to this show is like an indie film person.
Nice.
Right? They like to make movies. Yeah. We did a movie here on the show where I raised all the money on the show.
Oh, cool.
$65,000,
So cool.
and then we made a short. But what I realize is a lot of people out there are starting to do various types of content now. Now you could do like a series that's 1 minute long. Like each episode is 1 minute.
There's like those real shorts and stuff. There's all sorts of.
There's real shorts. There's all these platforms now that you can get your product on.
And people are doing like really cinematic vertical videos that are short for TikTok.
Right.
Yeah,
But
well,
they
that's
still
you.
have a quality of DIY about
literally you,
them.
Scott.
That's you.
How
Oh
do
my
you
God.
guys decide? You guys do so much content in all different areas. How do you guys decide what to do?
Oh
Where
my
does
gosh.
that come from?
Thank you. It's so funny. We always put this pressure on ourselves to do more content. But something we've been wanting to do lately is like show a little more like of our personalities and vulnerable like inside our life.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to do like more us our vibe when we're hanging out type videos. So it just like depends.
Mark, you're musical too, right?
I love music, and I've always been obsessed with, creating and consuming music. But I was never really a singer or a musician. But I always like secretly had that side to me, I guess, that Scott definitely brought out of me.
Every time he sings under his breath, he sings perfectly in tune. He's like a pop star. I think he's a secret pop star. But he also has just like such a genuine, deep passion for music that I feel like he'd be a great A&R or something. Like he always knows, like, like if I write a song and I can tell that he's always supportive and says the sweetest things, but I can tell which ones he really loves and which ones he doesn't love as much. And I am like, that's all I needed to know. Like, I feel like I trust his opinion so much because he loves music, all types of music, consuming it. And like,
does he have an eclectic choice in music?
I mean, like, I'm such the typical millennial gay man who loves pop music. But also my dad grew up like always showing me like Motown, 70s, 80s music. So it's definitely like, I got a lot from my dad, the love of music. And I think actually Scott has a similar story with his parents, that like growing up, like it was those long car rides, those long, 2-hour drives to your vacation where you're just like listening to like the Beatles or the Beach Boys or Donna Summer or whoever it is. And I feel like that's where I got kind of that A&R side of my brain.
You like fun music.
I like fun music. I think
like
that's
ear candy, dopamine inducing.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're writing music now.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We love writing together. Yeah.
We wrote 2 children's books, and both children's books are also songs too. So that's actually been a really fun part, because that's like a whole other side of our artist brains that we never really.
And what was the first book?
It was called How Lucky Am I?
How Lucky Am I?
About 2 little mayflies, the shortest living creature on Earth. 24 hours a mayfly lives, and it spends that 24 hours finding a soulmate.
Oh, it's beautiful. And it's a children's book.
A children's book.
And you guys wrote another book. Is it children's book?
It is. It's called Fa La Family. So it's about all different types of families, whether it's a mom and you, a dad or two, your furry friend, your chosen family.
Oh my God! I feel like I would read something like that to my kids. Yeah, it's funny.
People always talk about Christmas time as like really heartbreaking for some, because they don't like have a family to go home to, but like a family can be anything. A family can be you and your best friends. It can be
it could be your dog. It could be the love of your life. It could be your grandma, your grandpa. It can literally be anyone that just makes you feel like home.
That.
Well, check out those books if you have kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things that I find fascinating is how much work you do and how you don't let anything stand in your way. It doesn't matter if it's a huge budget, a medium budget, or no budget. You know, like you sent me a song that you did a video for, which you had dancers in it, and it was. I still like pull it up and listen to it and watch it once in a while, because I love the choreography and the editing is great. Like, how do you decide to do that? And I know you didn't have a lot of money to do it with. Like, what makes you want to do that kind of work?
I mean, nothing thrills me more than like making something like that, like a music video. I like to be in music videos. I like to direct music videos, and just like, I feel like if you're creative enough, you can make anything. And so one big thing is like, I've been learning how to do all the skills, because sometimes things aren't as complicated as I thought they were going to be. Like, obviously lighting is an insanely difficult thing to do, but if you have like your hair light, your key light, your fill light, you have like a pretty good start. And then like you can so I feel like learning different skills has been a big thing on how to get things done for a budget. And then,
What was the name of that song?
Oh, that song was called Flaunt It.
Flaunt It. I'm talking about Flaunt It.
Have you seen Prey?
I haven't seen. I just saw.
The show.
Yeah, I just saw Prey. I want to see it. But Flaunt It.
Oh yeah.
Flaunt It. I remember watching it, and I remember asking you. And did you shoot it on an iPhone?
That one was shot on iPhone. Yeah.
Okay, so it's shot on an iPhone. You never tell. It's got lots of movement. You even have movements in there that were designed to be an edit as well, right?
Totally. It's supposed to like feel like a one take, but we have less cuts.
I mean, it's an amazing thing, and I think if you're listening and you want to see something really unique and interesting with dancers and music and shot on an iPhone, well lit, by the way. There's that one piece of it.
It could be better. Oh, some of it's well lit. There's some of it could be shot better.
Well,
I
couldn't tell. But there's that one scene where everyone flips their iPhones up and the light goes on. So that's a great scene.
I just love stuff like that.
You can see it. But my point is that it was shot on an iPhone, and you did it with a bunch of pros that gave their all. You can tell everyone's giving 100%. Yeah. And it was really, really well done. The song's great.
Yeah. What does that look like if you had to explain to somebody how they would do it from soup to nuts?
Well, I called my best friend Lindsay, who choreographs. That's what's cool about living in LA, is you meet people that like work on Masked Singer and stuff. And she and my friend Craig helped me direct it. And then like they know dancers from working with dancers all the time. And so really the main expense of that video is hiring the dancers. And then we just shot it on iPhone, and a lot of it was kind of thought of in the moment. And those are my favorite types of projects, when you're just like, everyone is in it, everyone's pitching ideas, everyone's like, if we need to fix something, everyone's engaged in fixing it. I feel like that can get lost. It's amazing to have a budget, and I will always prefer to.
Of course.
But magic can get lost quick with the budget, because then there's like union rules, which are expected and needed. But like then it's like, I can't touch this wrench. Someone has to tell someone to tell someone to. And there's almost like too many people in the room. And then like what happens is everyone starts to not be engaged anymore, because it's like not their job, and they're waiting around for the DP to fix the lighting thing that they're not involved in. So then you're like out, and you're like not engaged anymore, and it's hard to get back in. And I know that feeling of like, what's happening? Where are we? When do we wrap? Like, instead of the adrenaline of being like, all right, you guys, we almost got it. If we just get that 1 second quicker, like that's that feeling I love.
How long was the shoot on that video?
That was a 8 to 10 hour day. Yeah.
Just one day?
One day.
Wow. Okay, you guys have to see. You have to go find it. It's called Flaunt It.
We'll
it's
put
on
the
YouTube.
link in the
You got to go
comments.
see it. It's really well done.
Aww.
And there's this one part where one of the dancers pops up.
Oh yeah, and it hits the camera.
And that also transitions the camera.
She did that on the last take. That was her choice.
Oh really? Was that her idea?
Yeah, and she did it different every time, and that was the last one she
She's
did as a
everything.
joke. And
That's
so funny.
Oh, have you heard of this thing called the clown take? Someone told me about it once, but I didn't know if it was like a industry-wide thing.
Yeah.
That was like a clown take moment.
What's a clown take?
It's like the last take, you already have it, and it's like, do whatever you want, no rules, be insane. And we do it when we're like recording vocals too. When I'm working with the girl group that we work with, I'm like, just do something crazy. We won't judge you. Any riff, just go. And that's what makes people turn their brain off. And that is almost 99% of the time the take used. And like
Scott just filmed another music video, and it's called Pray. And it's all about how, like, we as queer people, we can't pray the gay away. It's like part of who we are. And we shouldn't have to. You know, that's not a thing. But it's almost like a Flaunt It 2.0, because Scott's like dancing. And he, of course, for this one had a really super limited budget, but he has 12 dancers in it. It's like they were just running around a neighborhood filming this almost like a little mini movie in a way. Like it has a whole storyline in it. That's another fun one to check out, because Scott really, I think his cinematic lens lend itself a lot to this music video for sure. I think you killed that
Always
one.
hyping me up.
You definitely have a producer head, and in addition to a musical, and an actor and a performer. You definitely have all the things.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
I really do feel like everyone has all of that in them. That we just get like put in boxes. Naturally, we attach our identity to what we do, but I feel like I'm definitely in an era where I'm like, I have the patience to sit down and learn to edit, and so I like take advantage of that. I'll like learn different skills.
Yeah, as you do it. And then I don't want to forget, I know I spent a lot of time on Flaunt, but there was another music video that you did in between those where it was colorful rooms, almost like you were wearing the suit that was the same color as the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Mad About You.
That's Mad About You. Okay, so there's 3 to go check out. But that video, from my understanding, it was done in a studio where you rent by the hour.
Oh yeah, Pure Space. Pure Space is amazing.
Pure Space, and they already had those rooms painted.
Already had them painted,
Wow.
and it was and a lot of those Pure Spaces are pre-lit too. So, and they're not crazy. Sorry, Mozart, our dog.
Is there one downtown?
Yeah, there's one downtown. That one was downtown.
Pure Space. You got to check it out. Pure Space.
No,
Pure Space.
Yeah, Pure Space.
Pure
It's like
Space.
Airbnb for studios, and they have everything, thousands and thousands. I'm not sure about like other cities other than LA, but like it's pretty amazing. You can get like, there's jail cell sets and hospital sets.
Yeah.
So it's like WeWork, but for studios. Hi, baby.
Just so y'all know, sorry.
Scott and Mark have the most beautiful dogs.
The sweetest dog,
ever.
but he is a kooky, crazy.
He loves
crazy
people.
He wants
for
to be
sure.
he wants to be part of the.
I know, and I want him to be.
But that was very cool, and I think from a production, especially if you're on a budget and doing indie stuff, if you go to somewhere like Pure Space, you can really actually find some pretty cool locations for not a whole lot of money.
Yeah, if you find like for instance, I did this Mad About You remix video, and we got a Pure Space that had like indoor rain, and we just set up one light, had one of my friends with a camera, and then I edited it, and like, with my friend Mary Catherine, I have to give her credit too. But like, it was just like a very small, no budget thing that through Pure Space, and it's a really legit music video. Like to me, it looks like the quality of like a really high budget music video.
You can do a lot with a little now.
And that's what attracts things. I've noticed that when I make stuff, that's what attracts things to me.
When you're out there, it creates opportunity, it creates connection, right? You meet people, they hear about you, they watch your stuff. You're at a much different level. Like clearly, you're selling out Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God.
And then you're making a music video at.
But that came from making YouTube videos.
And the funny thing is, another music video, Rose Without the Thorns, that Scott released, he filmed just literally
That was
in
spontaneous.
a back room of our house.
Really?
And that song got nominated for a Grammy. So that's
What?
insane that
That's
you can
right.
get
That's
literally just a video that Scott filmed with him and Mary Catherine just in the back of our house.
And the moment I had with that one was we were at the Grammys, and so Mark and I, the night it was due, we had to upload it to the distributing website. We were like, oh, we need a cover. And it has to go up. The cover has to go up when you upload the song. So we were like, we need it right now. So we drove to this like shop at 4 a.m.
like a flower shop right down
flower
the street.
shop down the street, and took iPhone pictures. And there was one that turned out kind of blurry, but it was kind of cool in a cool artsy way. Put Rose Without the Thorns on it in text, uploaded that. And at the Grammys, it came up on the huge
Oh my
screen,
God.
like Rose. And I was like, we shot that
At 4 a.m.
4 in the morning.
A month ago.
Zero, like it was like blurry, and I was just like, I didn't have. It was just like one of those moments where, but it looks cool up there, and people didn't question it. And
No
I
one
was
could
just
tell
like,
the
oh, if you
difference.
just really like.
See, that's the beauty
Yeah.
of 2025.
That is the good thing about it.
You're both up to the task of getting up at 4 a.m. If I ask Ann to go videotape me at 4 o'clock in the morning, would you do it?
I would do it.
Aw.
If it was creative, I like that.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Aw.
I have a question though, because a lot of people who listen to this and follow this podcast are first timers, and they have other jobs. Like Pentatonics is your full-time job.
Totally.
How do you make time for all this other stuff, and why do you make time for it? Because if somebody has a 9-to-5 job or a 9-to-6 job, how do they make time for that creative thing? That's a big lament for people. I can't do it. How do you do that, and why do you do it?
It's tricky. I just work on stuff that really fills my soul. So like when I'm writing a song, I like love it so much. I feel more energized afterwards. I like gravitate towards things. I become hyper focused on them. Like I will not be interested in something at all. Like I won't want to learn how to use Pro Tools at all. But then in the pandemic, I had to. And like once I got past the tedium of starting to learn it, I became obsessed. Then once I reached that obsessed level, so I feel like it's like finding one task to finish that's simple, and like not committing yourself to learning how to be fluent in something. Just learn how to press record, and then once you learn that, you're like, well, now I kind of want to know how to like put a plugin on it to make it sound good. That's easy. And then you're like, I don't need to know anything else. And then you become obsessed gradually. But that initial tedium is like the hump you have to get over. And so I feel like I've gotten over that hump with a lot of different things I do. And now I just feel like fluent in a lot of things. So I love it. I just like feel like it's given me the power. Knowledge is power, you guys.
Yeah, we do that with decks. We're obsessed with getting a pitch deck out, and it's like so annoying. And then you find Canva, or you find something where you're like, oh, this kind of makes it like a game and kind of makes it fun.
Totally.
And then it elevates it. But you're right. When you first start, you're like, oh God, can't someone take this cross away from me? And it's like, no,
totally. And you
it's
procrastinate.
better if you figure it out.
Yeah. If you do one baby thing each day, time flies by so fast. Years go by and I'm like, that was 2 years ago. And I'm like, so now I'll just like, I want to get better at dancing. So I'll just like learn a TikTok dance or dance to a TikTok dance, at least for like 5 minutes a night. But sometimes I'll go for 3 hours because I've just become obsessed. But like, I just do that every day a little bit. And then like, I've gotten so much better because a year's gone by since I started doing this, 2 years. And I'm like, wow, it really does add up. Even if you feel like, the whole personal trainer's like, do one push-up. That's all you need to do. But literally, those little tiny things you do each day add up. It's crazy.
The one thing I noticed about you right away when I met you, you're very giving creatively. And I say this to my kids, I say like, just be generous with your creativity, be bold and put it out there and just share it with people and let them collaborate with you. Because I think that's partly why you're so successful, is because you're a great collaborator. You're very generous with your ideas and your thoughts. When we sent you the script and all the scenes that you were in came back rewritten, and we really benefited from you doing that. You didn't have to, and there's a very good chance in a different parallel world you wouldn't have.
This was a special project for me because y'all considered them.
Oh, it's so great. to have you actually give us who you were was the best thing that could have happened.
Let's be clear. That's the sassy pants version of who you were. But
Oh, yeah.
it's a sassy pants
I love
version.
when artists make fun of themselves in movies and stuff they're in. So I thought that ended up going well for us. People are endeared by that. Yeah.
You must have people asking you to act now. Is there acting stuff going on for you?
I did get to be in a movie recently, which was like the coolest experience ever because there was stunt doubles and it was like we shot on a sound stage with a screen, like a fake
Big
street
musical
drive.
numbers.
Big musical number finale. It was like all like the cool actory stuff you want to do as an actor. So it was like, that was a really special experience.
Where,
and now I have
where
the
are we
acting
going to see
bug.
that? And who are you in it with? And
So it's called Reimagined. It was written by Jeff Witzke and Matteo Messina, and directed by Matteo Messina. And I get to play like a pop star in it.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes out yet.
And Matteo Messina did some arranging for you for the Hollywood Bowl show.
Yeah, he helped a Hollywood Bowl show for us a few years ago, which was a show that you brought,
I brought
Netflix
Netflix
people
to,
to,
yeah.
which kind of got us our Meet Me Next Christmas gig. It's all connected. It's like that flow.
But I want to go back a little bit. I have been a fan of Pentatonics since day one. My wife thinks I saw you on her show, and that's how I met you, but it's not true. When the internet started, or when YouTube sort of started, and you started putting Pentatonics songs that you guys were covering on there, I remember seeing Cheerleader,
A good one.
and I remember being obsessed with that video. I had never seen anything like it.
I remember that too.
Do you remember that too?
I do.
Okay.
I'll acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it was like, I had never seen anything like it because you guys were looking straight at camera and the camera was on you. And then it would go to one of the other group members. And then you guys would, and then towards the end of the video, you stand up and you step down and you walk towards the middle of I can't remember exactly, but I do remember I had never seen anyone be able to hold a camera the way each and every one of you guys did.
Thank you. What's wild about that is we like all these creative decisions, which ended up being crucial to our success. Like a lot of people have said, like, I connected with Pentatonics because I felt like I was being sung to. But that was an on-set decision that was like, should we look at camera or not look at camera? We were like, I guess look at camera. Like, I don't know where to look if we don't. Like, some videos we don't, some we do, but for most of them we did. It was like easier. And like, we also were so strict about the arrangement being just 5 voices. And like, so, and there was like something about the number 5 and like it was like chaotic, but you could see how it came together. And then we're all looking at camera and singing directly. And all these things kind of like all these planets aligned to make this like a really interesting, special thing. But it really wasn't like masterminded or anything. It was just kind of one moment in the decision moments that
The
we were
universe
making.
was watching over you.
Yeah, we were just in a
It's so
flow
memorable.
state and we were like using instinct, and that I feel like we've had less successful stuff after that really big era because we lost that instinct because we were suddenly thinking about other stuff. And then now I feel like we got back to that instinct a little bit.
That was definitely compelling. Like, you guys were definitely holding people's attention on YouTube. No one had ever seen anything quite like it or heard anything quite like it because you guys were doing, popular songs and there was no instruments. It was just your voices, and it was really remarkable to see. And then there was many of them that you had tons of videos that were great. White Winter Hymnal, I could not stop watching either because I was like, how in the world did they figure
how
out
did that
how
happen?
to do that?
That was, so my sister was on a volleyball team in high school, and they had this thing where they would like chant from the sidelines, whoever was on the bench, and they would like pat each other's legs. And I was just like, love that. I always thought that was so cool as a kid. And so that's where that idea came from. And then like,
Shout out to your sister.
I
and
know,
all
shout
of
out
the
to your
sister,
team.
big time.
truly, she also arranged the original "Mary Did You Know" with me as a kid. She is truly
Wait,
the
wow.
she's
hidden
a
in me.
musician too?
She's a singer, yeah.
Oh,
What's
She's
her
amazing.
name?
Her name is Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
I have 2 sisters, Lauren and Lindsay. They're both amazing.
Hi,
But
Lauren and Lindsay.
Lauren's the singer.
Your big
But,
studs.
And then also there was when I was an elementary school kid, I went to watch our high school choir perform, and they did this song where they did that, and they were like, we are, yeah. They sang the song. And I just remember being like, oh, that's cool. They're using their chest so it was like a combination of all these like things I had seen growing up. And then like Kirsty, Mitch, and I like met in my apartment in Miracle Mile and just like came up with one part at a time.
I didn't realize a cappella could also be like body.
I don't know the
too.
rules, but we were like, it's not an instrument.
No, I remember when I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, what an interesting way to
Right?
incorporate a cappella into a song.
Yeah, our rule was like
Yeah.
if like cavemen could do it. The pats were just like We came up with mine first. We just picked at random and then we would come up with the person to the right and left and just pick the spaces that like whenever I wasn't snapping.
Well, if you haven't seen it, White Winter Hymnal on YouTube is pretty amazing, or on Rev.
We're going to link it in the comments.
We love that one because it is one of the easier songs we perform because it's like in an easy range and it's not a complex arrangement, and we get to sit and like, but it has like the same impact that a Hallelujah has, but that one's a lot more work. We're like screaming at the top of our lungs and sweating after, but this one we're like, I was following the eye. It's like, so it's like a lot of bang for your buck.
When I was in Toronto and I was looking at the script up on my wall, and I kept thinking, for Christina and Duvall to kiss in this movie, I felt like it wasn't going to be earned. So then I suggested, let's do White Winter Hymnal while they're going through the park. And then she figures out that he is a Pentatonics fan at that moment.
Oh my gosh.
And then he says, well, this is my favorite song. And then they both, like, we know how to do it. And then they get touchy.
That's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
It's earned.
I always think of that scene when I think of the movie.
Yeah, it feels like a signature scene. Yeah.
It turned into one.
Do we want to know the origin story? I know it's been told a million times, but...
Of Pentatonics? I love telling it.
I think we have to.
So I grew up with Mitch and Kirsty. I've known Mitch since I was 10, Kirsty since I was 15. Kirsty switched schools, actually, because our school is known for our choir program. It was a huge choir program. There was a lot of really good singers at our school. I was just closest to them. And I actually had asked another kid to be in the group first, but he was like, I'm studying for finals. I don't have time right now. But this was when we were just auditioning to meet the class.
He's so sad right now. He's so sad. Shut up, the sad guy.
And then it was like my sister was almost in it, but she was going off to college. And then, so anyways, it was kind of crazy, all that stuff, thinking about all that. And then it was just to audition for a radio contest to meet the cast of Glee. I found out recently it wasn't a conflict of interest. I thought it was a conflict of interest why we lost. No, I submitted it late. They just told me that recently. And I was like, I submitted it late. So we ended up not winning it. And we honestly were like really insecure about the arrangement too. And then we ran into a friend as we were leaving a rehearsal for it. And she was like, well, you should sing it for Miss Owens, our choir teacher. So we sang it for her. And she was like, sing it at our Pops concert at the end of the year. So we sang it there. Someone filmed it. That ended up going viral, which gave us the confidence to audition for the sing-off. And then we added 2 more members for the sing-off when I went off to college. And so we reunited in LA. We're on that show, which we ended up winning. But that was not what launched our career, because we were dropped a week later. Everyone had moved on, and it was like a really kind of sad thing. So I had an iPad 2, and I was like, let's just put up YouTube videos like once a week of us singing arrangements in LA. And we all lived in the same apartment in LA. And those are what really started to take off. And so our obsession became growing our subscriber base, and that kind of led to everything.
And when Kevin was found for Pentatonics, you just messaged him on YouTube, right? Like it was just out of the blue like that.
He happened 2 weeks before the show, the sing-off. He was going viral for a video he posted playing cello and beatboxing at the same time. And I was obsessed, and I messaged him on YouTube. I'd never messaged anyone on YouTube in my life. You can DM on there. And I sent him a message and was like, hey man, congrats on the video going viral. Like if you happen to be free in 2 weeks. And he wrote back and was like, I'm studying for finals. I'm getting my pre-med degree at Yale.
Right, me too.
I was like, no, literally. That's I made that joke at the show. I was like, do we have any class together? Same. But he messaged me 2 weeks later and was like, hey, I got my pre-med degree. And also I have free time right now. I'll come audition. So I picked him up the day before the audition. And we auditioned, and then we won the show, and he's still in the group. Never used his pre-med. The rest is history.
So good.
Another Meet Me Next Christmas story. When we went to your concert, which is where Netflix got the whole, experience. He played his cello, and that's how that piece got into the movie. Yeah, there was something really magical about that night at the Hollywood Bowl. It was
our favorite show of our whole career. We've done hundreds and hundreds of shows. We've done 3 at the Hollywood Bowl. That show that night had a special energy about it.
Oh, wow.
The whole group, like every show, there's some members that are really energetic, some that are more tired that day, and something about that show, all 5 of us were at our most vulnerable, open, high energy, all 5, and it was electric. I just something was so special about that night.
You always wonder, when you go to concerts and the singer says, you guys are so great. I just want to stay here all night and sing. You actually said that night. You didn't want to leave.
Aw,
That was
sweet.
really authentic. I feel
Scott means it when he says stuff like that.
I do
for
say
sure.
that a lot of these shows, but I really do love being on stage.
Yeah.
That I
You get a high from it. Which
I
is
get a really big
amazing.
high from it.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if you're like drinking with someone, I don't drink, but like if you're drinking with someone and you're just having the best night ever, and it's like.
Yeah.
And that happens every time you drink. It's like you're so in that moment. It's like that's how I feel from doing shows. I'm like, God, I love this. I love this so. I feel that high every time.
I just felt the
That's
muscle
so
memory.
great.
I just felt the muscle memory from the drinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That dopamine explosion.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
There's
that.
no. Yeah.
But then right after that, you're like, ooh.
Oh my God.
Right
no,
after
no.
a show, Scott is at his most hyper, like
Hyper
That's so
kooky,
fun.
crazy.
Filled.
So you spend a lot of time with your fans.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll go say hi to him afterwards and stuff. But like after the show, I'm just like up on the bus. That's when I always write music and write stuff.
Is that true? Really? You get on a bus after a concert?
You don't go nighty night? No.
Yeah, we
You
sleep
stay-
on the
yeah.
bus as we go to the next. But I stay up.
He's the one person on the bus at 3 a.m. that's just writing or producing. Everyone's like, of course, needs to get their sleep as they should. But Scott is like, I'm going to stay up till
Love the nighttime. I sleep a normal amount, 6 to 8 hours. Like
But at different times. You sleep
at
during
different
the day?
times.
You
I'll
during
sleep
the
like
day?
5 a.m. to
Oh, okay.
11 or 12. But it gets tough whenever we have like a week of studio and with everyone's schedules, we're starting at 9 every day. And then I'm like trying to sleep earlier, but yeah.
Let's talk about, you have a new album coming out.
So we might be doing some more Christmas music this year,
Oh,
which
cool.
is
Wow.
exciting.
Maybe a new album, maybe
Oh
not.
my
You
God.
Yeah.
know,
Yes,
knows.
please.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. I'm
And then
excited about
you,
it.
personally?
Me personally, well, my husband, Mark, here, and I have a book coming out, Fall Off Family,
We're
September
so excited
2nd.
for that.
And you can pre-order it now. What else? And then I've like written so many songs
Yeah.
that I'm just like want to put them out.
But do you
Scott's
have an
writing
album?
He's close. He's close
I have so
being
many
done.
songs now that I have like a kind of like a through line of like it could be an album, and I'm kind of
How
like
do
into
you
the idea of an
decide
album.
if you're going to put out one song, if you're going to make it
Yeah,
an
how
album,
does
if
that
it's going to
happen?
be a song for Pentatonics, if it's going to be a song for you? Like, how do you
Ooh,
decide?
That's a great question. What I do now is like, whenever I write, I just don't have it in mind for anything, and I write like whatever I'm excited to write. Like I'll write like a rap song that I could never release or something like that. And like you'd be surprised, like I'll take a verse from this, or stuff will come together, or like this song ended up going in the Disney show I just worked on, or this song, oh, this would be perfect. There was like a song called FYP that I could never release that I like gave to Citizen Queen, the girl group that Mark and I work with. And it stuff finds a home. And then like Pray was a song about like this very traumatic, it's like a fun twist on a traumatic conversion therapy experience that I had. And like, I never really wanted to release it because I never knew if I was going to talk about that. But then my mom released her book, which talks about that conversion therapy experience in it. And it was like the perfect time to go with the book. And so like it finds a home naturally. I just feel like the most important thing is when I'm making it for it to be free.
Right.
And not too like
And are you
constrained.
Are you still in doing a song a day, or is that?
I will go, honestly, for the most part. Like I wrote one yesterday and the day before and the day before. Like I'll do like a 2 weeks where I'm really good about it.
Yeah.
And then like I'll have like writer's block or we'll be busy and I won't for a week or
But then
something.
you'll get inspired. So where can you pre-order the book?
You can pre-order the book, Fa La La Family, on, Amazon or Barnes & Noble
Any major
website.
booksellers,
or
or
Macmillan.
on the Macmillan site
All right,
as
awesome.
well.
Awesome
Yeah,
book.
so
excited.
And then I did receive a book from your mom.
Oh my gosh.
oh my
And
goodness.
it's
She was so
beautiful.
excited. Aw.
And the name of that book is
It's The Untold Story of Pentatonic Star Scott Hoying.
yes,
Finding Harmony.
I can't wait to read it. It's next on my nightstand.
It's a quick
Nice.
read.
It's a
too.
quick read.
You can
I'm
probably,
excited.
within a couple of days, read all these really fascinating parts of Scott's life that
Oh my
some things
gosh.
that I didn't even know that from his childhood.
Oh, see, now Anne's going to take it from me. Anne's going to take it.
I know. I'm like, where is it?
We have multiple. I'll get going
Thank
for
you. Thank you, Mrs. Hoying, for sending
Yeah.
us
Aw,
this
she's
She
gonna
was so
love the shout out.
sweet.
Cannot wait to read it, and I really appreciate it. It was very
Aw.
sweet. And you have a very talented son. She knows that, though.
Oh my gosh.
How was Tadoom?
Tadoom was amazing. It was so fun. It was just grand, beautiful, epic. Lady Gaga did.
Oh my gosh, that
did the
was
dream performance.
So
It was
We love that album.
so
We thought she was
good.
going to come out and sing a specific Wednesday song for like 2 minutes, which would have been amazing.
Yeah.
She did like a medley of
three-song
her
medley.
album,
Yeah.
like Zombie Boy, Abracadabra. I was doing the choreo in the audience. It was like so fun, and like it was just so epic.
Yeah, and there's all the different shows represented. It was really exciting, and the energy of the room was amazing because it was all the fans from all these different TV shows.
And they were so sweet.
Yeah. We had a great time.
Your friend produced that?
Mark Bracco and his partner Linda produced it. Yes.
Oh, cool.
He does
Congrats to
everything now,
them.
Mark
I know.
Bracco. Can he come
He did
on
the
the show?
SAG Awards. He did for Netflix. He did the Taylor Swift movie. He did the Carol Burnett 90th birthday, which was the
gosh.
Were you
cutest.
at
I love
that?
Carol Burnett.
Were you
No,
at the
I
Carol Burnett?
wasn't.
Oh my God!
But
it
I
was
love
so
her. I would love to be
sweet.
there.
It was so lovely.
I love
And-
her too.
Yeah. I think they're doing a Cher one.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking news!
Breaking news.
They're doing a
Breaking
Cher
news
musical,
here.
I saw.
Well, Great Scott is the next thing in line, and it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, no matter what, it's time that you spend some time making some movies. Great Scott's definitely something we should be doing. A musical, something else somewhere else.
Yeah.
We just got.
I have all sorts of ideas.
Yeah. Well, we're going to stay on top of it, and hopefully, I mean, this was one of the best interviews I think we've had in a long time.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's a lot of fun. I mean, look, what you've done, what Pentatonics has done, what we did together is just really special. I think you're a special talent. I think you're going to do amazing things. You're so young still. So I'm really excited to find stuff to do with you, and I'm excited that we're going to keep doing more musical level
Let's do it.
movies.
Thank you.
Will you tell us just a couple of sentences about the band that you're?
Wait, there's a band?
I'll let Mark talk about it.
Oh, so they're a girl group, and they're called Citizen Queen, and it's 3 wildly talented vocalists, producers, songwriters,
They're
Nina,
amazing.
Katie, Cora, and they are just everything. They're multifaceted. They can write a song in a day. They can produce it out themselves. They can do everything.
They wrote a song, a huge K-pop group, made it their first single.
Yeah.
We went with them to the SoFi Stadium to watch the song get
Yeah.
to do. Like, they're just like amazing.
Yeah, they're definitely redefining what a girl group can be now. It's not just, there's people think a lot of girl groups, which is wrong, of just being these like super commercial, like flashy looking things. But in their world, they're definitely they are songwriters, they're producers, they're singers,
They
they're
dance.
dancers.
They do loop stations. One of them beatboxes. It's like-
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
can people find them?
They can find them on YouTube. They have amazing music videos, Spotify, Apple Music.
They like blew up on TikTok recently. They have millions of followers on TikTok.
Okay, that's great.
They're
amazing.
awesome. And Mark's been managing the whole project. He runs the ship and has been crushing
And
it.
Scott is one of the co-founders, along with our friends Ben and Shams, and they have just what the whole team has created is super super special.
Oh.
You guys are a power couple.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you. Y'all are a power
Y'all are
couple.
about- yeah, we're
Y'all are like
starting from y'all.
running the industry. Oh, wait, no, your goals. We want to be like you guys.
Books, music, movies. I mean, just every medium.
And these puppy dogs, I'm taking both of them home.
And your parents.
I'm so sorry. Little nuggets.
They're the sweetest.
They're the sweetest.
But honestly, congratulations. Thank you for being with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you for imparting your knowledge to a lot of people that are just that are out there trying their best to do their own things.
Thank you. Thanks for having us
No,
on
we
your iconic
appreciate
show.
it.
You.
So I want to also shout out to our sponsor and partner, ExtremeMusic.com, for being the best library music in the business.
Amazing.
Do you know about Extreme Music, Ann?
Yes, when we did Disney Fairy Tale Weddings with Pentatonics, I could only afford one of their songs. So the rest of the songs were all from Extreme.
Yeah, I know your pain.
Their library is amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
ExtremeMusic.com, the best in the business. They have composers from all over the world, music from all over the world. You can find scores, you can find needle drops. But what I like most about them is, like, if I'm using one of their pieces for a movie or a scene, and my scene is 1:30 and the song's 2:30, they have a system in there that'll cut it down without affecting the song in a negative way.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
so they'll cut it down and spit it out, and you download it, and it fits perfectly.
That's amazing.
But there's lots of automation to ExtremeMusic.com. So shout out to them. We appreciate you. Thank you for being part of our show for, 5 years now. Extreme Music for all your music needs. We'll talk to you next time on Film Hustlers.
Film Hustlers.
Can you do a jingle for us?
Yeah, I would
Next
love
time.
to.
All right, send it
I'll
over.
literally tonight.
Yeah, send it over and I'll put it on the next show.
Hello, Governor.